y'all. Welcome to Her Legacy Rewritten, where we're all about taking bold, purpose-driven action to building a life you're completely obsessed with. My name's Courtney, a small-town country girl turned entrepreneur and on a personal journey to becoming the first millionaire in my family. But to be honest, most days I still feel like I have no clue what I'm doing. But I'm obsessed with the process of figuring it out together like girlfriends. And around here, we're going to keep it raw, real, talking all things business, money, mindset, and the messy middle no one prepares you for. With epic guests who get it and stories to remind you you're not alone and you are made for more regardless of what season you're in. So grab your drink, pull up a seat, and let's do the damn thing, girl. All right, girlfriend, I hope that you are in to get buckled up because I am about to drop some major bars on you from something that hit me the other day at church. So pull up your seat around the campfire with me and let's chat. So this is going to be something you probably are like, I've already heard before, but I want to give you a different perspective. So at church the other day, something hit me pretty hard. They were showing a video about a prison ministry. And what stood out to me the most about this wasn't big and flashy. It wasn't one of those crazy, like, epiphany moments. I mean, it kind of was. But the message was about consistency. Now, to give you a little bit of context about this video, they talked about how this specific prison, there was several different churches that tried coming to this prison to preach the gospels, to show up, be the hope, and help them see Jesus and God and help them in any way, shape, or form that they could. But the problem that all of these churches had is that they sent different people all at different times, different days. It was never consistent. Sometimes it was Sundays, sometimes it was a different day, or it was like every other Sunday. It was kind of just to the point of whenever they could show up. And one of the inmates talked about how they didn't want new faces. They wanted to feel like they were important. They wanted to feel like showing up to help them was important. And actually this kind of, in a sense, was backfiring a little bit because they didn't have any hope, even though some churches were trying to come and help them. They said that they didn't need new faces. Like, think about that. They did not need new faces. What they needed was people who kept showing up, the same face. They wanted consistency. They wanted to have someone who actually didn't want to write this down on a piece of paper that they showed up and preached here. Someone who cared to show up for them, to help them. And I couldn't stop thinking about this because it made me ask this same question about myself. Am I someone people can count on? Whether that be business, whether that be life, whether that be relationships, am I someone that can count on me? Oh my gosh, if I can word this right, if I can speak, am I someone people can count on in different areas of my life? Today, in this world, we live where people love trends. People love quick wins. People love overnight success. But yet, when we tend to chase trends and quick wins, overnight successes, flashy things, shiny objects, everything that can distract us, do we actually create impact? Are we actually showing up consistently for the people that are looking up to us? The truth? The real impact isn't built from going viral. So stop trying to go viral. That will come with all due time. But even if you never go viral, who is it that you are impacting? Are you being built from being reliable? Or are you being built from chasing trends? I would much rather have somebody follow me because they could rely on me showing up, providing value, giving them hope, giving them purpose, even if it's impacting that one person. Who is it that you are showing up for? People don't follow those who pop in and out. They follow the ones who stay steady when no one's watching. Yes, it's fun to follow the trends of people being like, oh my gosh, like, go over here and start this business. And oh my gosh, get in early and be one of the early ones to make all the money. And oh, I found this new business over here and I'm doing this over there. And some people follow them too, follow shiny objects. I start to unfollow those people, to be 100% honest, because it's so hard to keep up with what they are actually doing. It's like, what are you doing now? What are you doing? And not in a good way. It's kind of like annoying. It's like, oh my gosh, you just started a business a couple months ago. Now you're starting another one. What are you going to do next month? Because it's probably going to be something different. You can't rely on them. And even if they reached out to me like, hey, I want to join your business, I don't know if I would want to, because I could actually rely on them to bail out in a month or two in a pattern that they have. Can you be reliable when no one's watching? Stop trying to be the trend, the shiny object, to be the loudest one there. Consistency isn't sexy, but it's what builds trust. Consistency, I feel like, falls in the same category as discipline. Consistency is one of those that you still need to show up even when you don't feel like it. When you don't feel like it, when you're not motivated, when you're not driven, you still show up because of the discipline you have in the consistency to show up for those who look up to you, who rely on you to show up. In my business, I realized I don't want to be known for chasing the algorithms. Everybody hates chasing the algorithms anyways. It's almost the same thing as I just talked about with people bouncing from business to business. Why are we chasing algorithms? You can't keep up with it. By the time you think you understand the algorithm, it's already changed. Just show up. The right people will come to you. The right people will follow you and trust you and rely on you to show up. That's actually how most people are found, is because they continue to show up with the same mission, the same vision, the same drive. They showed up and they were consistent at it. That is where the success is at. I want to be known for someone that people can depend on. Someone who shows up even when it's quiet. That is something I'm really good at. In the community that I'm a part of, there are a lot of people that fall off and fall on and fall off and fall on, and I'm back, or I need a break, and they burn themselves out and then they come back, and it's like I continue to show up. Regardless if I'm burnt out, regardless if I feel unaligned, regardless of whatever, I still show up. And that will come back to me tenfold because of the people that rely on me to show up regardless of how I feel. I am here. I am doing it. You can too. It's hard. I'll tell you that. It's hard. Consistency is hard. But that's leadership. It's not about the spotlight. It's about being faithful in the small daily things. It's about showing up. Because when you keep showing up, even when it's unseen, you're proving you're ready to be seen. Again, you think that those overnight successes are actually overnight successes? No, they've put in the work. Whether that be 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, they've put in the work behind the scenes. They've showed up when nobody clapped for them. They showed up when everybody else was following trends and following other people. They still continued to show up until they were the only ones doing it. And then it was like, hey, they're actually consistent. I see you. I see them. I want this. I want to be a part of them because they have stayed consistent. They are reliable. The internal shift I want you to have here is there was a time when I'd get caught up in the the metrics. Views, likes, engagement, and sometimes I still fall in that trap. I still sometimes fall in that trap of like, oh my gosh, this reel that I worked really hard on only got 5 views, 10 views, 50, 100. Like I thought that this would be the one that goes 2,000, 3,000 or maybe even viral, right? But now my focus is not on showing up for the person that might need what I have to say. I'm showing up for the person that does need what I have to say. Okay? I'm showing up for that one person that not who might need. No, that one person that does need me to show up today. I hear this even amongst the community that I'm a part of. There are some people in the community that I'm a part of that rely on me that I didn't even know. There's some that talk really good about me, like, oh my God, Courtney's consistency is amazing. And it's like, I hear about it months later and I'm like, I didn't know that like you guys actually looked up to that. I'm showing up even if it's for my team members. I'm showing up for them. Consistency, honestly, has become my ministry. Talking about my business, showing my journey, talking about my thoughts. Because it's not about perfection, it's about presence. Hello. Can I get an amen? It's not about perfection. So stop trying to be perfect. I actually had a conversation with one of my teamies today about that. It's not about being perfect. Stop looking for it to be perfect. I'll leave you with this, that if you're trying to make it perfect, actually just show up the way that you are, because no one's going to know that you messed up, only you do. So if you're trying to be perfect, you're actually going to screw up more. But if you show up as you, naturally as you tend to have less imperfections because you're not trying so hard. But even if you screw up, nobody actually knows that you screw it up. Only you do. How crazy is that? In all of the content that you watch and consume, how many of those can you actually pick out that somebody screwed up in? Can you actually pick out anything? Only they know if they messed up, but even that, they still showed up and posted it. It's about presence. So you know how we do it here on Her Legacy Rewritten. I'm going to give you a couple action steps, okay? Ask yourself this week, where in your life or business do you need to become more consistent? I want you to write that down. Where in your life or business do you need to become more consistent? And I want you to pick one and show up in that daily. Okay, whether that be posting or praying or connecting or creating or reading or grounding or drinking more water, moving your body, whatever that may look like for you. What is something? Pick one thing that you can be more consistent in and show up daily in. And this one's for you. Remind yourself, it's not about being the loudest voice. The loudest voice does not always win. This is almost one of those same examples of the tortoise and the hare. The hare that makes the loudest, that runs the fastest, that gloats, that has all these things, does not always win. You do not need to have the loudest voice. It's about being the voice that doesn't quit. Play the long game. Don't be chasing shiny objects. Don't be chasing trends. Don't be chasing the money. Show up consistency in the long game. It's not about being the loudest voice. It's about being the voice that doesn't quit. So, this world does not need another trendsetter, girl. So get that out of your mind. Don't become another trendsetter, because you are perfect just the way that you are. You show up just the way that you are. It needs more women who are trustworthy, who they can trust to show up consistently with what they're doing, their mission, their vision. They're driven to do one thing. And they're doing it with purpose and planting their feet in what it is that they believe in, not constantly chasing new trends, new businesses, new money. Like, that's all fine and dandy, but it does not last that long. I don't know about you, but I don't want to have to be in that hamster wheel of constantly needing to chase another business, another platform, another audience, another anything. That already just is like, oh my gosh, that's too much energy. I cannot even handle that. But be the one that shows up. Be the one who's reliable. Be the one that people can count on. in your area, in your space, in your audience, who it is that you want to serve. Be that for them. Because the legacy that you're building, it's written in the moments that nobody can see. The messy middle, the ones that are quiet, that voice that never quits. That is where your legacy is going to be built. You will become, quote unquote, the next overnight success by staying consistent in what it is you're doing, your mission, your vision, and you are driven in that direction. Okay? Now, I would love for you to share this episode with a girlfriend who's been doubting if her consistency matters. I have dealt with this myself. I have dealt with whether my word matters, whether what I have to say matters, whether or not my consistency matters. I have dealt with this self-doubt in this area. But I want you to know it does matter. It does matter more than you know. You matter. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. I hope you found some value out of this, because I found some value out of it. Definitely changed some mindset for me, but I hope that you have the most beautiful night here on this Monday night. And we'll talk soon, girl. Thank you so much for listening in. If you loved this episode, I would so appreciate it if you shared it with a girlfriend. Send it to her right now, or post it on social media and tag me so I can personally thank you for helping me get the message out. I'm so freaking grateful and excited to be on this journey with you, girl. So until next time, I'll talk to you soon.